microphone, so I'm not sure if it's actually going to be... Well, there seems to be sound coming out of it. Hello everyone, can you hear me? Papa, can you hear me? Booby dooby doo. Oh, good. I'm assuming we must be live then. Excellent. Okay, so Sight, Fiona, Valerie, Sun Shields. Okay, good. Using the new microphone today because I don't have a second microphone stand yet. So it should be okay. I think I've got the gain, well not the gain, I think I've got the levels cranked mostly all the way up, so. Hello Laura, all white. I don't actually live near Edinburgh, and hookup has many meanings, and I'm suddenly afraid. Hey Cassidy. Divine Wolf, Tiny Green Turtles, hello. Texas Tea. Garrett, how you doing? Hey Barry. Fennekin's Art. Okay, so I'm just going to be doodling and answering questions as usual. Am I loud enough for you? I don't have the microphone too close, so didn't want to keep bumping into it. Hey Aveen. Oh, that's the microphone falling into me. Thank you, Truther. Perfect pitch. Oh, so psyched. Behave. Okay. Let's start a new document. And we'll doodle. As we see. No, we're not opening things. We're starting a new one. New. Nope. Yeah, that'll do. If it's Saturday night. Sand Shields, good. Now that you know the rules, there's no excuses. Hi, Laura. Oh, I don't drink at all, Julie, but it's a very nice offer. But I don't actually live too near Edinburgh. But I think about an hour's train ride away. Garrett, have you ever tried haggis? I have indeed. Divine Wolf, what will I be drawing? I'll just be doodling little stick figures as usual, probably. Oh, nicely done, Texas Tea. Glad that's working for you. I'm on the gradually cutting out sugar, red meat, processed meat. Thank God for corn. What I wish is that Zevia would actually sell in my country, because there's a lot of flavours there I think I'd like, but they don't currently sell it. Oh, thanks, Cassidy. Boop. Boop to you too. Well, one thing I have noticed since I started making these dietary changes, also massively cutting caffeine out. Not completely. I do still have my occasional cans of Red Bull and Rockstar now and again. But I've noticed actually my dodgy skin has improved a fair bit. Even the nurse the other day said it was less inflamed. Aveen Fandy, what country do you live in, Hellfreezer? I live in Scotland, Aveen. It can be hard, especially if you're doing a diet kind of like keto. For me, it's just a matter of substituting things for healthier versions. Like, instead of making macaroni and cheese, I make a vegan mac and cheese, which is actually very nice. As stop eating stop eating the red and the processed meat, but instead I'll get like Beyond Burgers or Veggie Kitchen Burgers. And make sure you get more veg in you as well. Seen any good movies lately? I keep meaning to watch films. I think the last good one I saw was Aquaman. I'm hoping this... I say to myself every weekend, when I get the work done, when I get the weekend videos sorted, right, they have nothing to do this weekend, not like last weekend when I was busy. So I'm just gonna plop myself on the sofa. I'm gonna drink cups of tea, maybe have a few biscuits if I'm feeling adventurous. I'm just gonna watch films and catch up on TV shows. And every weekend I just end up browsing the web, getting bored, and then falling asleep earlier than I really want to. But this weekend I'm determined I'm going to get a couple of films in. I've got Velvet. It's a Velvet Buzzsaw. It's on Netflix. I've got that on my queue on Netflix, so I might check that out later. Hey, Lemon Grabloids. Oh wait, this whole time I thought you were British. Yes, Scottish people are British, but so you were right. Julie, no, I really wouldn't be that interesting in person. I'm much better when there's a microphone in front of me. Hi, Rochelle. Aveen, you've never met a Scottish person. You might have. We're everywhere. Some of us are very sneaky. Shh. Okay, hang on. I need to kick Lemon Grabloids out. They mentioned Brexit. Kick out of chat. Into the depths of hell. Well, maybe I'll give them a second chance. Corby, yeah, I think Corby's got is it the second largest, is it Rangers Football Club? Barry, don't kick me. Well, you behave yourself, young lady, and I won't have to kick you. Barry, what's Brexit? Brexit's a very bad idea, where the British public, foolishly, and due to a lot of misinformation, voted to leave the European Union. Even though we Scottish people voted to stay, we are part of Britain, so we've got to go. And because ultimately it became clear after it was voted for, a lot of the things that had been promised, a lot of the stipulations that people agreed to when they voted for it were just complete lies. A lot of people have changed their minds. So, yeah. I think if they held a second referendum, which a lot of people are pushing for, it wouldn't go through again. It's basically a bad idea all round. I got an ad when I started watching it. Yeah, that's because this channel's how I earn a living. Nay, pastim... Nay. The channel's monetized. Bazistamas. There we go. When's the next Revenge's ice cream? I think it's tomorrow. Yeah, Sunday. I did one for Sunday. Right, where did I put my drawing tablet? Ah, there it is. Come on, behave yourself. It's starting to get windy outside. Texas Tea, would you consider getting a post office? No, I've looked into it. They're far too expensive to run. Rochelle, you'd have gotten an email from me if I've used your story yet, Rochelle. Thank you, Dork Oracle. Good day. Hope you're having a good day and night. Swedish snacks. You know, I keep looking into those snacks of the world things, but I don't really want to buy them now and again, and they don't really seem to do that. Mm. Well, it's a marshmallow in a snowstorm. It's cold. Dr. Pepper. It just doesn't taste the same anymore. Plus, aspartame gives me a headache. I've been mostly drinking something called Bissap recently, made by Rubicon. Well, a Tony's tea cake is kind of a marshmallow covered in chocolate. So it's like, you can ask anything. If it's too personal, then I'll just shut the stream down and go and cry in a corner. But you can ask anything. Oh, is it still made with sugar and Dublin? I thought they changed it all. I thought I was going to have to go to Mexico to get actual proper drinks, because I know they still use sugar. Do you believe life is a simulation? If it is, it's a bad one. I think we could do with a bit of debugging. But no, I don't really believe life is a simulation. You. Boop. Rochelle, I'm still getting the grips with the new mic. It's doing the job. I made the weekend videos with it. It was a bit loud, I realised, when I was editing it. Picks up more breath sounds than it should, but that's only because I think I had the audio interface cranked up too high, because it was getting moved about while I was decorating, and I hadn't realised. Nobody's making Hellfreezer cry. We'll just see how personal the questions get. But seriously, you can ask whatever you like. If it's too personal, I'll just say I don't want to answer it. I swear to God, you prat, if I get a copyright strike because of your stupid fucking jingle, I will come out there and insert it up your arse. Do I have a beard? No, I've got a bit of stubble right now because I need to shave. A couple more days it might be a beard, but... Okay, Nepasistomas, I have no idea what the hell you're doing, mate. It looks weird, so I might end up kicking you out if you don't stop being weird. I'm the only one that's allowed to be weird here. I did look into getting Mexican Coca-Cola. I almost said Mexican Coke, but no, you might have thought that was something else. It's cold outside. Yeah, it just you can always assume that no matter how long it's been between episodes of that, there will be another one. Yeah, so sometimes it takes me a while with those. Barry, just when the mood takes me. Maybe when the weather's a bit better. I'll be out and about more on my bike. You should swear more. No. Try to keep the cursing to a minimum. Dark Oracle asked, would you consider making a Discord server? Also, thank you for the donation. I do have a Discord server. I just haven't really set it up too much yet. I should probably just post a link for you guys, so I'll get round to it. I need to figure out what to do with it first. Great as, have you done a face reveal? It's on my Instagram. Hi, Element. Mexican Coke. Terrible people, but the best Coke. Like, the absolute best Coke everywhere. Oh my god, so good. What was the donation? Ravenclaw boys, I think it takes money from your debit card, your credit card, or some such. You don't need to worry about it. I swear to God, mate. It's 9 o'clock. I thought you were meant to stop at 9. Yeah, you don't need to have Instagram to see my Instagram page. It's just, I think it's the Hellfreezer. You can just go on the desktop. Well, we can get Coke and glass bottles here too. It's the same terrible recipe though. I just hate the way that soft drink companies are putting artificial sweeteners. It means aspartame, sucralose, or whatever in there. Stevia is not as bad. That doesn't mess my throat up as much. So there's one called Green Coke. I like literally the name, just Green Coke. And it uses stevia and sugar. Then there's a drink made by Gunna is the name of the company. I think does that use stevia? I'm not sure. It might do. That's cola and ginger, and that doesn't use artificial sweeteners, and that's really nice as well. Fortunately, I'm just waiting on Amazon getting it back in at a decent price. Do they still do red cola in Scotland? Yeah, you can get red cola. I think bars still do it. I think Dunn's still do it as well, actually. They're kind of a local company. A local company for local people. In fact, Dunn's actually does the bottle return, which bars stopped doing. If anyone's wondering, a bottle return it's when you buy your bottle, you pay like £1.20 for it. Well, I think it's £1.20. Then if you take the glass bottle back to the store, next time you buy your next one, you'll only pay about 90p for the next one because they give you 30p off it. Oh, hi Claudia S. Thank you for the donation, much appreciated. Right, if you hear any kind of chapping in the background, that's just the wind rattling my letterbox. Oh, and okay, that's why I'm cutting them way back. Apart from my occasional indulgences. Oh, Do you use the metric system? I think we use the metric system here in the UK, yes? Yeah, we do, the metric system. Marmite. Yeah, it's not bad. Hang on, did I get Vegemite the other day? I think I got Vegemite from somewhere. Aveen, thank you very much. Metric system is just the European system of measurement. Yeah, I think America's been reluctant to embrace the metric system, even though it seems to be generally a better way of doing things. No, Barry's American though, aren't you? So you guys wouldn't use it. I'm not sure about Canada. I don't know what they use. So psyched. Make sure the little red dot next to the word live is lit up. If it is and you're still too far behind, just refresh. They'll get that in about 3 minutes. I've heard of Five Nights at Freddy's, Sunshields, yes. Oh, that's probably what it'll be, so psyched. Pounds and ounces. I'm glad, but you don't remember your Apple ID. I'm sure you can get a reset. Hi, Staples. What do you think of the new Scary Stories movie coming out? Nah, I've got no interest in it. I know they're doing one, didn't really pique my interest. Well, like Americans are alright. Some of them are strange, but they're strange everywhere you go. I mean, what's coming out that I do fancy? To the Wikimobile. I'm going to type on screen because I'm currently holding my tablet in. Okay, right, where are we going? Film 2019 in film. There we are now. 2019. Ah, come on, behave yourself. Don't know why I went Irish, but let's just go with it. Film. There we are. Come on. Behave yourself. New releases. Oh, I do want to see Glass. I've not seen that yet. Velvet Buzzsaw, I've got that added to my queue. I'll probably watch the Lego movie, but I'm not super eager for it, but I'll probably watch it because I did like the last one. Happy Death Day to You, I haven't seen it. Oh, I want to see Alita Battle Angel. I've heard that's quite good. I've never seen or read any of the original stuff, so... People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. I better stop there so we don't get the thing. What do Scottish people think of Americans? well, there's a few million of us. It might take me a while to ask, but there's a lot about America I enjoy. There's certain things right now I don't enjoy. I think we all feel the same. We don't enjoy your current president. I believe there was a lady with a sign not long ago. Have I seen the autopsy of Jane Doe? Nope. I've been watching Lost Boys again. Oh, I actually read Corey Feldman's autobiography not long ago. I didn't realise he was only 14 when he did that movie. I thought he was like about 17, 18. Hi, Joel Moran. I think I missed the question. Alright, Hellfreezer, do you like to travel? I like the idea of travelling. I don't quite have the monies to do it, and I wouldn't really want to do it on my own. It'd be nice to have company. Do you watch Peaky Blinders? I don't think I've ever seen an episode of Peaky Blinders. No, I've never seen it. Although I did quite enjoy that, was it the Cohen testimony? I was sitting there watching that. Well, I was watching a guy that was streaming and commenting while it was on. And I was like, damn, that guy did not come here to mess around. Mary Smith, hope Trump is re-elected. Best of luck to you. I hope you don't get your wish. Have you seen played? I've never played Grand Theft Auto. I don't really. That's a game where you steal cars and beat up hookers, isn't it? I don't really fancy that. So psyched, I'm 37. I'm just going to be blunt with you. I really don't understand how, at this point in his presidency, people can actually like and tolerate Donald Trump. I don't understand it. If you do, fair enough. I just don't see it at this point. He's done too many bad things, and he clearly doesn't know what he's doing. We need to talk about the two-party system. Sadly, in my own country, it's pretty much a two-party system as well. You've got Conservatives and you've got Labour, and technically you've got the Liberal Democrats, but it's been a very long time since they won an election. Hellfreezer for president? No, thank you. Do you believe in ghosts or aliens? I hope both exist. I'd be happy to see proof of it. Yeah, I mean, we're in the current situation, moving away from American politics, because I don't usually like talking about politics in other countries, because I don't live there. And moving away from American politics for a sec, we're kind of screwed right now, because our choice in leadership is Theresa May, who's never actually won an election, or Jeremy Corbyn, who at one point was the darling of the political liberal landscape, and he seems to be a bit of a wanker as well. He's doing fine. Your media in Europe. Yeah, Phoenix Shepherd, we get all our information about your president from American media. We know what's going on in your country. We probably have a far clearer idea of what's going on in your damn country than you do. Sharks Omega, what are your favourite types of stories to narrate, or just read in your personal time? Well, in my personal time, I like to read biographies, that sort of thing, and I don't really read the kind of thing I narrate recreationally. But the ones I like to narrate most are the funnier ones. Okay, guys, tell you what, I'm going to put an end to the political talk. It never ends up well, and everyone just looks like a wanker no matter how justified your opinion is. So there'll be no more politics. Oh dear, Tyler Perry's still making Medea movies. Actually, I think he's stopping doing those recently, isn't he? Well, Captain Marvel's out. Is that this month that's out? It is. I want to see that. Although I still haven't seen the last Avengers movie yet, but that's a prequel. That's set in the 90s, so it shouldn't really contradict anything. Barry, how was my day? Well, I spent my day fixing my bed frame because it basically didn't have a bottom half. So the wardrobe that got broke while I was moving stuff around redecorating has been repurposed as now the base of my bed until I can afford to buy a new one. Because I know the new one I want. It's just a little bit expensive at the moment. So I'll get to it. I did get to play with some new toys, so. Haven't seen Glass yet. I only just watched Split because I'd watched the trailer for Glass and I quite liked the look of it, and I thought, oh, I should probably watch the previous one. Someone asked a very important question. Cassidy Ray Ann, thank you, Cassidy. Does pineapple belong on pizza? I would never order a pizza with pineapple on it, but if somebody offered me a slice, I'd take it. I don't think it's that bad. Plastic bags that dissolve in water, that's going to be really dodgy carrying things with condensation. Like if you buy, like frozen food and the like. Sun Shields, have you ever heard of the movie Short Circuit? Yeah, I've seen them both. Those locos kick your ass. Those locos kick your face. Those locos kick your balls into outer space. Number 5 is alive. And the less we say about Fisher Stevens, probably the better. I had no idea that guy was white until about 10 years after. The thing is, I'd seen him in other things and I didn't realise, oh, that's the same guy. Would you like Karate Kid? It's been a long time since I've seen Karate Kid, although I do keep meaning to watch. Well, I can't really because I need to get YouTube Red for it. Cobra Kai. I've heard it's good though. Play any games, Mr. Hellfreezer? Yeah, right now I'm playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I'd waited till it went on sale, and I'm waiting impatiently for the next Batman game to come out, whenever that might be. I'm fairly sure they're making one. I just don't know when it's going to be out. I'm going to remove and we guess what it is. I was going to try and draw number 5 from Short Circuit, but I can't seem to get the hang of using this damn tablet. For those who've never actually seen Short Circuit, they kind of were heavily influenced on the design for Wall-E. If anyone's seen that, Wall-E was kind of like number 5's little cousin. There you go. That's my great art skills. Lactose intolerant? No. There's plenty of milk substitutes you can get. You can get oat milk, rice milk, soy milk, almond milk. Personally, I buy one called Oatly, which is oat milk. It's very nice. We don't actually have Chuck E. Cheese here. But reusing pizza? Ew, that is unhygienic. But then again, I know there's some restaurants that reuse salad or garnishes and that, because if they don't get eaten, they just take it and put it on the next meal, which is still disgusting. Well, it's meant to be 25, kind of. I hear voices outside. That'll be the neighbours. They better not be getting ready to have a party. Do you have Costco where you live? I think we have a Costco. I don't know. Sorry, I'm having trouble getting comfortable. I think we have them, but I don't know anyone with a card. I think you need a card for it, don't you? Doner kebab, how do I describe it? It's made of lamb, like super ultra processed lamb meat. They cook it on this big vertical rotisserie, and then they slice thin bits of it off, and then they serve it with onions and chili sauce. And they put it in like a naan bread. They're actually really, really yummy. Not good for you, but really yummy. I'm sure they must have kebab places somewhere in the US. Yeah, I mean, it's street food, really. But there's plenty of local takeaway places here that do them. Well, that's not working. Cancel. Not be a dick. Oh, there we go. I don't think I've ever had. Well, I may have had a very mild case of food poisoning once. Well, where I live, the most popular food tends to be Chinese and Indian food, actually. Speaking of which, I have before I started streaming, I hit the local takeaway place and got a chow mein for later. I'll have that when I watch Star Trek Discovery. It's really getting good, that. Do you like mayonnaise on French? The only mayonnaise I've ever tried that I like just on sandwiches and that is actually Hellman's vegan mayonnaise. Other ones I've tried I wasn't that fond of, so the only time I buy it is if I'm making like pasta salad, because I think it's good when you put everything else in with that. Well, Raymond Glablois has got a Costco card, so I'll tag along with you next time you go. Even 4 p.m. Well, it's 10 to 10 here for me. There is something new. Oh, I think there's something new opening near me. There's a retail park in my town. And a few months back, Pound World went into liquidation, and we didn't have one, but there was a shop in there that was owned by them. So that was gone a couple of months back. And for the past few days, I've seen guys in there gutting the place. So I don't know if something new is opening, or if they were obligated to put it back the way they found it when they left. Like I say, it's been a couple of months since they shut down. Hopefully something new and interesting. Hi, Night Raven. Welcome. Been on for at least another hour yet, I think. Vince Kronk, you've said in the past that you don't care. I have literally never once, ever in my entire time as the narrator said that. You must be thinking of someone else. That's quite a rude thing to say. I'd never say that. I would never be that rude. Pie or cake? Ooh, it's a tough one. Probably cake. Well, we do have, I don't know if you guys have them anywhere else, we do have Scotch pies in the UK, which are absolutely lovely. Well, they can be lovely, depending where you get them. Meat cake, well, that's what meatloaf is, really, isn't it? Vince Kronk, no, you don't need to be sorry, Vince. It's just wanted to be clear. I appreciate everybody that watches me, and I love all the nice comments. I'd never say something like that to people. Tiny Green Turtles, yeah, that's pretty much it. Was someone asking? Have fun, Texas team. Yeah, the name Hellfreezer came from, I'll quickly run over it. It came from when I needed a screen name for the IMDb, and I still miss those message boards. Some of them are really good. Some of them are absolute cesspools, but some of them are really good. Like the Walking Dead and Game of Thrones ones, God, they were terrible. But I found the Buffy were okay, Supernatural. The Trek ones were generally quite civil. Anyway, yeah, I needed for that. It kind of came from Hell Freezes Over. May have been subconsciously influenced by Hellblazer a little bit, but I'm not really sure about that because I hadn't read Hellblazer at the time. Although I have since read every issue of the original run, and my God, do I love that comic. All white, all white, all white. All white, is your Scream name anything to do with Michael Barrymore? I've never heard of elephant ears. Oh, I see. Okay. Roberta Marshall, how did you get into narration? Started listening to other narrators like Lazy Masquerade and Unit 522, Corpse Husband, the like. I thought I'd like to give that a go. Then there was one of them, I'd have to look up to see who, made a video on making videos with cheap equipment. I thought, hey, I've got cheap equipment. So I started recording on my phone. And when the channel started making a lot of money, I then bought a proper mic. When it did a little bit better, I bought an even better mic. And I've had that one for about 3 years till I replaced it with this one. Hi, Paulina. Welcome. Fried Oreos? Aren't they burnt enough? Whatever happened to Corp's husband? I think he's still making videos, isn't he? People fighting. Barry, I feel I get mistaken for a guy all the time. Well, I wonder why that might be. He kind of disappeared long ago. I'm fairly sure Corp's husband's still active. Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. To the YouTuborium. I think I'm still, well, yeah, I'm probably still subscribed to pretty much. I rarely unsubscribe from people, so I should still have him in here. I think I uploaded a few weeks back. Corpse Husband. I stand corrected. It's been 8 months. I thought he posted on Twitter a little bit back. Hellfreezer, the search for Corpse Husband. I can clearly just leave it there. Go on, behave yourself. Maybe I didn't follow him on here. Is that the reason? Well, the last tweeted in November. Won't be tweeting much. There you go. Post for anybody that's worrying. Your support means everything. And you'll still watch my videos during hiatus. They're taking a break. Looks like they'll probably be back. And apparently got some good results health-wise. I don't want to dwell on that too much. I have notifications. Cool. Your son has the right attitude. Hi, food truck junkie. I'm convinced I broke my foot once, given how long it took to heal. But I never actually went and got it X-rayed, so I'm not sure. Still actually hurts a bit years later. Bastards wouldn't even give me time off work to heal. Alright, have you ever had any glitch in the Matrix type experiences? Just tiny little things, nothing major. I'm sorry to hear that, Kate. Hope everything goes alright. So it's like just small things, stuff that you could probably easily explain. Someone mentioned a dead mouse, so I thought I'd serve it for dinner. Yes, that's potatoes, that's some miscellaneous vegetables, some peas. The mouse is actually stuffed with cheese. Oh, I forgot the whiskers. Well, that's better than being an actual Nazi, Texas team. Dexter Crow. Well, neither did I, but you know, you're just kind of chatting to people and keeping them amused. Let's go back to looking at the list of upcoming films. If there's anything I fancy that I've missed. Close that, close that. Us. Still haven't seen his last one. I think that just went up on Netflix actually, didn't it? Dumbo ones. Oh, Captain Marvel's out in April. Cool. Pet Cemetery. I do want to see that. I wasn't sure what to think of that, but I saw the trailer for the new Pet Cemetery recently. It actually looks quite good. They seem to be going for a slightly different direction than the last one, and I'm only about a fifth of the way through the actual novel, so I'm not sure how that shakes out. Hellboy, nah. Lorona, good idea, but I don't like the look of the trailer. Avengers Endgame, I'll need to see the last one first. Food Truck Junkie, just make sure that when you're doing stuff like that, that you've sourced permission from everybody that wrote those stories, because you could run into trouble down the line if you haven't. Thank you, Barry. I'm wearing a Luke Cage t-shirt. Hi, Mystic Rainbow. I didn't see you come in. Element? Yeah, that was a cat, yeah. Detective Pikachu. I'll probably watch that at some point. Never really got into the John Wick movies. Aladdin, I'm not really sure what to make of that one. Brightburn, I do kind of fancy though. Basically evil Superman is what it is. Evil Superman when he was a kid. Vampire Venus, you can ask anything you like. Well, if you wrote them yourself for your Truck Junkie, you've got no problems there at all. I just like to make sure everybody's starting out knows about, make sure they protect themselves. Basically, start as you mean to go on. Yeah, Barry, that's kind of the problem with that design. I didn't realise it at first, but when you enlarge it to that size, yeah, it does kind of look a bit naughty. That's why subsequent designs haven't had one large image. It's always been like smaller ones. I don't think I've seen any of the Disney live action remakes yet. Nope. No, I might watch Beauty and the Beast at some point. I haven't seen any of them yet. Roberto Marshall, what's the hardest part of narrating when your tongue won't cooperate with you? I mean, some days you've got to get a video done, and you're just not feeling it, man. You know, if you think, okay, if I can just get the recording done, then you get to the edit, and it's like, oh, because you weren't in the mood for it. You can usually make the recording sound good, but you've got to edit a lot of stuff out, a lot of loud breaths, a lot of pauses, and so it's basically the hardest part is if you're not in the mood to do it on a particular day. But then other days you wake up, you sit down, and you fly through everything. Beauty and the Beast. Well, Roberto, it's not really about feeling the story. I generally pick stuff I want to narrate. Sometimes you're not rested. You're not feeling well. Just various signs can, it's bloody human biology. It's more trouble than it's worth. I do like Will Smith, but yeah, the design of the genie and that's a bit dodgy. I don't know why they couldn't have just took the Robin Williams design and made it look three-dimensional. Because I'm sure I've seen that before. Don't get it. And I'd probably have put someone like Patton Oswalt doing the voice of the genie rather than Will Smith. Okay, bye-bye, lemon grab lice. Sleep tight. $2.98. Can't even remember what I used for that. If you could stay any age you wanted forever, what age would you pick? 25. And was at my trimmest, still had hair, didn't have skin problems. Good times. Hi Roberto, thanks a lot. Very much appreciated. Bye, Kate. Town of Green Turtles. You're kidding, but you're kind of not kidding. Oh, YouTube Rewind. I've never really been that invested in that sort of thing. I mean, it's not like they're inviting people like me to be involved. That'd be really awkward though, because I wouldn't let them show me on film. Hellfreezer, you hiding behind a tree again? Yeah, I know. Just shoot the damn video. Thanks, Texas T. Mystic Rim, I'm already dead on the inside. You'll get better. Somebody disliked the live stream. That's probably one of those people that didn't like me ragging on Trump. Hellfreezer, you looking into dating again? No, young lady, I am not. Behave yourself. I'm old enough to be your grandfather. Bye, so sacked. Have fun. Note to self, stop killing Mystic Rainbow. Nicole Martineau, I'm 37. And I will be until September. Well, add your message now, Texas T. I see the moles. No need to set out traps for people. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Oh, Texas T, you can't send links. I don't know. There's not even an option for me to enable it. You can't post links in chat. I'm pretty happy to have the 63,000. It took 3 years of work. I was quite happy to get there. It'd be nice to hit the 100,000, but I don't really care as much about that as I used to do. As long as the channel keeps doing well. Yeah, you can email me the link. No, Mary. You can't beat people up. Okay, the bitch in the corner, we kind of agreed we wouldn't talk about politics anymore. I almost tore someone's head off earlier. It's a very incendiary subject. I like to keep things relaxed and groovy here. Hence rule number 1. No, Dexter, links don't show up in chat at all. Ooh, that's right. There's a Godzilla film coming out this point in the year. I quite liked the last one. Thank you, bitch. I appreciate that. How does this text look? I think I'm about to have a stroke. Recommend. Oh, that's the Elton John thing. I probably won't watch that. Not really a fan of biopics. Mystic Rainbow, yep, I'm at Hellfreezer on Twitter. In fact, I'm either at Hellfreezer or the Hellfreezer on most things. Apart from Reddit, where I'm Nippy Hades. Hellfreezer, are you all done with home improvement? Well, the bedroom is decorated. I'll have to check for any little bits I need, any TLC, but I think most of it's fine. Tomorrow, I've got a little project I'm starting. I just need to find like artwork and things to go on the walls. Today, I repaired the bed frame. I'll get a bit more use out of that before I have to buy a new one. And so tomorrow, my little project is I'm going to be framing a picture. I found this picture of my street many decades ago, when the houses that we live in here, were under construction. I thought that's a pretty cool thing. So I'm going to print it out on photo paper, the glossy kind of photo paper. If my printer can handle it, I guess we'll find out tomorrow. And if it turns out well, I'm going to frame it. And I'll put that on one of the walls, either in the living room or in the hall. And if that works out pretty well, then I'll realise, I can do that, so I can do other things and get some other frames for things I like. And I might make up some stuff myself to put on the walls. But I'm still on the lookout for some decent wall art. Something kind of nerdy but tasteful. See Bohemian Rhapsody? Nope, I just don't like biopics. The only one I've seen that I did like was Gods and Monsters with Brendan Fraser and Ian McKellen. Although I'm sure even parts of that were probably fictionalised. That's a crow. You getting plants? No. I'd forget to water them. Look, Loden, when will you do a face reveal? Oh, the chat went away. Everyone must have been cursing. Yeah, the closest you guys are going to get to a face reveal right now is that picture I posted of me wearing that mask on Instagram. I mean, I've had the Instagram account for years, but only recently started putting stuff on there. If the YouTube thing doesn't work out, I'll become an Instagram model. I'm just that hot. Yeah, I think it's. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's the Hellfreezer. Hey Hellfreezer, if I send you that link, will you promise to look at it? Yes, I'll look at it. If you email me, I'll see and I'll look at it. Okay, the chat keeps kind of temporarily going away and then coming back. Behave yourself, chat. Is it Hellfreezer? I can't even remember. No, it's the Hellfreezer. I shouldn't have clicked. I mean, I don't think I follow anyone dodgy. Oh, that dog looks a bit shifty. Well, I do follow Jessica Negri, but she's just kind of safe for work, just about. Dark Phoenix, I'll probably watch that. Not really expecting much. I mean, it's literally going to be the last one of them they do. There'll be all new cast in the next couple of years. I can't even remember. Cold enough to actually freeze the water pipes. That's happened before. Tiny Green Turtles, that's pretty much why I have my Instagram account. But I posted on Twitter of the day is that why do I have followers when I don't post? Which was kind of a mistake because I then got a bunch more followers and I should probably put something up. So I did, and every now and again when I see something interesting or whatever, I'll post a little picture. Same thing I joined Twitter for initially, actually, was just to follow accounts of celebrities I liked. Oh, my school was relatively disaster free. And the only thing that was a little hinky is there was a girl, I won't say her name, not that it matters, she's definitely not going to hear this. But not a very nice girl. I think she came from quite a dodgy home. That's really no excuse for the way she treated people. And she eventually just stopped coming to the school. And a couple of years later, someone came into our class, I think it was one of the religious classes, and made an announcement that your former schoolmate had killed herself. And I always remember this. One of my friends immediately turned to me and went, "No surprise. No surprise there." And sad thing to say is, it really was not a surprise. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mystic Rainbow. That sucks. I hope nobody was hurt, though, in the fire. It's bad losing the books, but even worse if somebody had been hurt. Ah, there's dicks everywhere. Well, I'm very glad to hear that people are still getting my videos recommended. Look, but I've been doing this for about 3 years. Kind of slow and steady. It seems to be what my progress is. I don't think I'll be. I think I'm gonna be blowing up. Hi, Whispering Times. Well, I've been getting quite a good number of new subscribers over the past couple of months, but it kind of comes and goes. It goes up and it goes down. Thanks, Texas T. I'll check your email. I'm sorry to hear that, Green Turtles. Well, to be fair, Paulina, at an all-girls Catholic school, your dating options were kind of limited. I expect they were probably just jealous and cowardly. Thanks now, Raven. Alright, they did another Men in Black film, didn't they? Oh, I do want to see the new Shaft film, though. That actually looks quite good. People made fun of your nose, Texas T. Well, those people are just dicks. Yeah, little sociopaths. And Nicole, my plans for this weekend, apart from that little repair job I had to do, is tomorrow I'm going to spend a bit of time playing about with the printer, trying to get the best result from that picture. Then I intend to just do nothing but watch TV and films. Thank you, Luke. Wish? No, I don't want to buy jeans off Wish. Go away. Nothing wrong with a good strong nose. Look at Stephen Fry. He built a career on that nose. Oh, I watched the trailer for that film yesterday, the other day. The concept is a bit similar actually to a British TV show called Goodnight Sweetheart, but it might still be interesting nonetheless. Bye night, Raven. Take care. I'll be on for another 20 minutes or so anyway. And that'll probably be me till next month. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. I thought The Lion King had already come out. Guess not. Hi GSD love. Welcome. Whispering Times, after thousands upon thousands of stories all these years, it's kind of hard to pick one out. Upon a Time in Hollywood. Oh, that's one of those Charles Manson-y things, isn't it? Yeah, I can't help but notice whenever they actually cast Charles Manson in these films, they tend to make him a lot better looking than he was in real life. Apparently Bruce Lee's in this as well. There's another one, not that one with Tarantino, but there's another one with Matt Smith in it. Now, Matt Smith is over 6 feet. Charles Manson was a wee runt. Have your neighbours been more cooperative lately? No. The other day, last week, while I was trying to decorate, I wasn't recording, so it didn't bother me as much. They were hammering, drilling, banging, whatever the hell they were doing, and it went on for quite some time. I actually recorded the noise, so I might tag that onto the end of it. I might tag that onto the end of a video. But no, the neighbours are about normal. They're not usually too bad. It's just every little sound. I'm very sensitive to every little sound when I'm recording. Kurt Russell. No, apparently Kurt Russell's in that. Anyone seen? Nah, I don't think I'm going to watch the Ted Bundy film. I've seen plenty of stuff on Ted Bundy over the years. I didn't even watch that documentary on Netflix because, you know what, I know all I need to know about that guy. Honestly, GDS Love, I don't know what they're doing. Their house must be like a palace because there's frequently something going on like that. Stop that yawning, young man. Well, I could shut the stream down and then just go to bed. I'll probably stop the yawning. People complain about him. I think the people complaining about him being portrayed as handsome and charismatic, it's not so much because he was those things. And anyway you want to cut it, Ted Bundy was a good-looking guy. If it hadn't been for all those people he killed, he might have been quite a good catch. But the fact of the matter is, he was a serial killer, and people, I think, going by the trailer for the film, although it is told from the perspective of his girlfriend at the time, it still seems to portray him in a more positive light than someone like that should be portrayed in. You should be truthful, but you should also be as impartial as you can. I'm probably not going to see Frozen 2 in theatres, but I'll likely watch it when it's available on home video, like I did the last one. That's a winter, not because it's called Frozen, but that's like a chilly winter night, snuggled up in bed with a couple of duvets round me, nice hot cup of Earl Grey tea and some snacks. That's the kind of movie that is for me. And I'd get stared at if I did that in the cinema. I've got some chocolate misshapes in a bag, but I'm not nibbling on them right now. I'm gonna go have dinner when I'm done with the live stream. Chow mein, chips, mushrooms, prawn crackers. No, there's definitely some swinging dicks around here. GDS love. I mean, I think the story of the people in their lives who didn't know, I think that's a story worth telling. It's a perspective worth looking at. I mean, there was the get this right, I keep calling them the BLT killer, the BTK killer. That guy he was a family man. He was married, he had kids. Nobody ever thought that he did things he did, but he did. Yeah, it really blended in until he basically just dropped himself in it. Okay, come back to me, chat. Reload. I miss you. There we go. Oh, is that the Golden State Killer? Is that the one that was a cop? We only caught him recently. I think Texas T. I think I saw that. I think I actually saw that one. Oop, tablet's getting low. Yes, I'm in the blah, 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 that thing you said. That's where I am. The UK, Scotland, to be specific. Please don't stop me. Well, no, you think most people instinctively would not suspect anyone of being a serial killer, but some people are just kind of weirder than others. I mean, oh, I can't remember this guy's name, but there was a documentary I watched a few months back. Every now and again, I go down the serial killer rabbit hole, and there was a guy. He was killing young men. I think the reason he got away with it for as long as he did was something to do with Katrina happened at the same time. But that guy was very much on the police's radar as being someone hinky. I think would be the right word. The American Husky. So there's this person that donated a lot of $2 and $5, mostly twos, to a streamer, and they refunded it since PayPal takes more money than the donation. He needs to pay $3,000 because he refunded it. Yeah, chargebacks. It wouldn't really be an issue here. If someone wanted to claim their money back from YouTube, it would be YouTube they do it through. Because I looked into it a while ago to see if I could actually refund donations, just in case that ever come up, and I can't. So if somebody had made a donation in error and they wanted it refunded, they'd contact YouTube about it and they'd take care of it. I mean, I think if it helps catch killers, by all means, as long as they're certain. I mean, it's helping get people that thought they'd gotten away with it for decades. Hi, the Hunter. I'm going in about 10 minutes, I think, so you can keep us company till then. Nothing wrong with the name Mystic Rainbow. We all have odd names here on YouTube. No one knows your real name? Barry, my real name is John Wilkie. It's on my email. Anyone can find it out. It's not really a secret. There is one person who knows roughly where I live, but you're right, no one knows where I live. Yep, it's attached to my email account. Hi, Eva. Yeah, I mean, I've known about that for years. If I was concerned, I'd have set up another email account for people, but it doesn't bother me. There really is not enough information there for people to narrow it down. The name John's quite common. In fact, the name Wilkie is fairly common as well. And there's quite a few John Wilkies in America as well. One of them was a politician with a fine mustache. Fast and Furious. Oh, the New Mutants. That was the other Fox film, which they'll never make a sequel to. Unless they've done reshoots to fit it into the MCU, you never know, they could have. Don't really Explorer. Best of luck to them. I don't really fancy that one though. Well, Nikki, in case I miss it before then, I will say an early happy birthday. And you've actually got the same birthday as my little niece. She is not turning 22. She's a little bit younger. In Chapter 2, I'll need to watch Chapter 1, and they made a Downton Abbey film. I'm years behind on that. Oh, I'm sorry, Texas T. I'm sure they'll come home, though. Kiddies like to be independent. Hellfreezer, have you ever Googled yourself? Yeah, every now and again. I'll Google. Well, I'll Google Hellfreezer. I've occasionally Googled my actual name as well. Yeah, it looks like the thing you're talking about there, American Husky, is it's mostly going to affect channels with content targeted at younger viewers or certainly featuring younger people. But it's good they're making changes to get those the kind of people it's attracting off the platform. That's good, but hopefully they're a bit more careful with how they implement it. We all support that kind of change. We just we want positive change that benefits everybody. That's why I've been a bit more stringent with deleting comments lately because it's the comments that affect it. Is Downton Abbey worth watching? Um, yeah, it is. I mean, I stopped watching it when my two. I suppose it's not really too much of a spoiler to mention it. I won't say their names. But my two favourite characters were killed, and one of the deaths was so freaking brutal. So I kind of moved away from it a bit then, but I keep meaning to get back into it because it was quite an enjoyable show. Good night, Mystic. I'll only be on for another 5 minutes myself anyway. My takeaway is calling me. Dexter Crow, yep, that's true. Cats have mystical powers. You guys are a little bit ahead of us, American Husky. Just about to go 11 where I am. It's the weekend. I'm allowed to indulge on the weekends. Oh, jeebus, they made another Rambo movie. Give it a rest, Sly. Do fancy the Joker movie, though. I don't actually think that about this year, but yeah, I do want to see that. Bye, Hunter. Drive safe. Yeah, Eva, I think the Momo thing was a complete hoax, as I understand it. Somebody asked me that the other day, actually, Barry. I had looked into it. Hang on, I've lost my bloody pen from my tablet again. But there's a lot of people already doing them, so yeah, leave them to it. I'll probably try and start something a bit more original, a bit newer at some point soon. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Whispering Times. Have you tried like vegan takeout? Like, I don't know where you're located, but I know in America there's a place called Veggie Kitchen. Apparently their stuff's quite good. Put the tablet away. Ow. I've been sliding further and further down this sofa the longer I've sat here. Gemini. Oh, that one, Gemini Man, they've been trying to make that for about 15 years. At one point, Mel Gibson was going to be in it. Bye, Barry. Have a nice time. Let's have a quick look at the end of this list, and there's another Addams Family. Oscar Isaac, Charlize Theron. I'm assuming Chloe Grace Moretz will be Wednesday. Finn Wolfhard will likely be a very skinny Pudsley. Oh yeah, it's a new Terminator film. I'll probably watch that just out of habit. Charlie's Angels, never really into that. Doctor Sleep, I think that's the Shining sequel, isn't it? Sonic the Hedgehog, no thank you. Frozen 2, sure. I haven't seen most of those new Star Wars films. Yeah, I think I'm actually heading off about now myself anyway. Yeah. And we'll wrap it up there. Okay. So I'm going to keep these to about once a month. Unless I get super duper pooper bored. But for the moment we'll say once a month. So I'm going to head off for now. So until next time, thank you very much for listening. And take very good care of yourselves.